Hey guys, welcome to Trucking with Shane and my pretty girl Nala. She won't actually be in the truck with me, not for now anyways. But this is going to be my trucker vlog. This is the first video I've done for YouTube, and I want to take you guys along on the journey with me, and hopefully you get something out of it, like I have from other individuals that do this same thing. You know, I've made this decision. I'm 41 years old. I've made this decision to change my career and do something drastic, like a complete career change here. Going out on the road. I'm going to work for Prime Inc., be a lease operator, and I'm excited. Get a little nervous from time to time, but overall I'm excited. I'm at peace with it. I'm comfortable with the decision I made, leaving a job that I've been at for 11 years. I hit my 11-year mark 3 days ago. I'm leaving that job where I've been a supervisor, very comfortable, had a phenomenal crew to work with. I've been a supervisor for a long time, and hands down, best crew I've ever got to work with. And you know, that was a hard decision. There was a lot of research, a lot of prayer went into that to make this decision, to walk away from something that is so comfortable. But some of the individuals that I've watched on YouTube while doing my research, trying to gather as much information as possible to make the correct move in my life at 41 years old, where I'm still young enough to go out and do something, and I have plenty of years ahead of me to be successful. You know, a lot of these guys, one of the main guys, Scotty the Trucker, made his very first video kind of like I'm making mine. He's a little older than I am, but some of the things that led him to this decision are the same things that's leading me to make this decision. The struggle with work. Like, I have a good job. I've been blessed to have this job. I make good money. But life happens every day, you know, and a few years ago, my better half, she had her first surgery, and since then she's had 5, and that put her out of work for 2.5 years. And that creates a financial burden. It don't really matter how much you have in savings. If you go from a 2-income household to a 1, that creates a financial strain. We just bought our house 7-8 years ago. I bought a new truck like a couple weeks before she had her first surgery, maybe a month before her first surgery, not knowing that the surgery was coming. You know, things add up. And like I said, life happens every day. My work, as good as my people are, we've been half-staffed since 2018. That's stressful. That creates stress in the whole department. That adds to the workload of everyone. That is one person doing the job of 2. We're not just short-staffed, we are honestly half-staffed or less at times. And we're required to work inclement weather, snow, hurricanes, tornadoes, any of that. We work around the clock. We split it 13-hour shifts. And when you're at half-staff, that's half the people on each shift. And that's brutal. You know, in this past winter, we had one of the biggest snowstorms in South Carolina since I've lived here, since 2011 when I come out of the Army. And man, it sucked. Literally the day before, half of my crew come down with COVID. And one guy come back from being off for 2 weeks for having COVID. So he was still tired and wore out. And we went into one of the biggest storms that we've had since I've lived here, since 2011. And I worked 7 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon, went home, slept a couple hours, went back at 7 at night, worked till 2 in the morning. come home, slept a couple hours, went back at 7 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon, and I'd done that over and over and over and over. And the stress of that, the pay is not worth that stress anymore. So that was a huge thing. That was a huge part of me making this decision. People don't want to work anymore, so finding employees is hard. We literally went years and never had an applicant one. Not a single person put in for the positions. And we run those positions every 30 days at a time, and never had an applicant one. That's hard. That's really hard. So I've made this decision to move on and do something else. And I'm stuck where I'm at. I am as high as I can go in my department. I'm stuck there. And to move out of that, I have to go back to school and get an engineering degree. And I already have 2 degrees. I don't care nothing about going back to school. And potentially going to school, getting an engineering degree at 41 years old, could be done. I done my first degree when I was 34, I think. But it could be done. But the pay raise that I would get from that still would not amount to going and being a truck driver. Still wouldn't come close. So, I don't know. It's through lots of research, lots of prayer. Those are the only 2 things that'll get you where you need to be. Prayer is the number one. If you find comfort and peace in whatever you're trying to make a decision on, it's probably the right decision to make. And I'm comfortable with it. So I want to take you guys along for that journey. Just like Scotty the Trucker has done for me, Freight Skater, Trucker Will, Busy Blake, A Drive to Thrive, Peruvian Trucker, Life of Rye. These guys have all, I don't know them individually, I don't know them personally, but they've all played a major role in my decision-making process. And the videos that they put out, the information, the real information, the struggles, the successes, that has helped me make what I think is an educated decision. So I want to do the same, hopefully for somebody. Like I said, Scotty the Trucker, his very first video is that was my awe moment watching that video. Like there's other people that are going through what my family's going through, and they've had to make these decisions, because my end goal is for my family to be comfortable, no matter whatever sacrifice we have to make. My children, my better half, they have to be comfortable, and we're not comfortable right this minute. We've survived, but we're not comfortable. So I'm making the decision to go out. I'm going to give this my all. I'm going to run my butt off. Once I get my own truck for the first year, 2 years, I'm going to run hard. I'm going to stack as much cash as I can, and then we're going to adjust fire. We're going to look and see what we can do to have more home time and still make good money. But I'm going to go out there and I'm determined to be successful. I may crash and burn, but I am determined to be successful. I'm a smart guy. I have a business degree. I've ran a business for years, not my own. I ran someone else's and been extremely successful at it. So let's do it for ourselves. So if you're looking at making this decision, follow along. I'll put out another video next week when I get to Prime 1 in Springfield, Missouri on the 31st. When I get checked into Campus Inn, I'll put another video out. I'll put a video out during orientation. I'll put a video out during PSD. I'll try to do as many videos as possible. From what I understand with these guys that I've been watching, it gets hectic. You know, you don't have a lot of time. You know, the job is to run. If you're not running, you're not making money. So, but I will put that information out there when I have the availability. My time will free up a little bit more when I get my own personal truck. I can make my own personal decisions from that point. But while with a trainer, I follow that trainer's guidelines. He gets me to a point where I can make money. I'll help him make as much money as I can. That's my job through training. So follow along, guys. We're going to have fun with this. I'll tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. If I think I made a bad decision, I'll tell you. I don't really care. If it helps you succeed in life, I'll be the guy in the background clapping for you. I've never been jealous of anybody else's success. You do you. And I hope there's somebody there to help you along the way. Like these gentlemen that I've mentioned earlier have been there to help me. So hopefully I can do that for someone, guys. We'll see you out there on the road. I hope to meet all the individuals that I've mentioned. I hope you find my channel, guys. And I hope you understand how appreciative I am of the information that you've put out. And we'll keep moving forward. Move forward always. Keep your head up and move forward. Appreciate you guys.